and this is A Soul Full of Books, my new channel. I decided to do a newbie tag for my first video, so let's get started. Just in case any of you guys are wondering, I will be looking down at my phone just because I can't remember anything. I'm 27 and I have the memory of a potato. A potato has no memory. You see my problem. I found these questions on Breathe and Read blog. I just Googled newbie tag for book 2, but I will put the link in the description for the questions I'm using in case you guys ever want to make a video like this. So let's get started. Number 1 is, why did I start this channel? I started this channel honestly to make friends. I love the town I live in. I love the people I'm surrounded by. My fiance is an avid reader, just like I am. But we don't read the same genre. And we don't enjoy the same genres. And, you know, there's only so much you can talk about book-wise if you don't know, like, what the other's reading, if that makes sense. I'm looking for friends, I'm looking for a community. I am involved in a bunch of other communities on Facebook. I quilt, I sew, I knit, I spin, I garden, I bake. I do a lot of other activities and I'm very involved in those communities on Facebook and Instagram. But just in the past 6 months, I've realized there is a whole community for books. I mean, I should have realized it, but I didn't. And I've been watching BookTube and I've been on Bookstagram, and it just looks so fun. And I'm watching all these people converse and do readathons together and sprints, and it just looks so welcoming and so cool that I wanted to join. So that's why I started my channel. So question 2 is, what can I bring to YouTube that's unique and that's different? I don't necessarily know if I have anything unique or different to bring. I'm bringing myself. I'm quirky. I am very no fluff, very laid back, so you will probably never see me wear makeup. You will always hear or see my 4 cats and my dog running around the place. I'm very introverted, so I might film in different areas of my house or outside in my backyard, and I might take you guys on little book trips that me and my fiance do. So I don't necessarily know if anything is unique or different about my channel, but it's full of my heart and my soul, and it's full of me. So yeah, I guess it is kind of unique because nobody is the same person. So just a warning, love book hauls. I love to review books. I'm horrible at writing reviews. So there will be a lot more video reviews than there will be reviews on Goodreads. I do use Goodreads a lot. I just don't necessarily write reviews on Goodreads. So the third question is, what am I most excited about for this channel? I am the most excited about learning. I want to learn new genres I could become interested in. I just got into reading thrillers. I'm normally a fantasy, dystopian, high fantasy, fairy, horror. Oh my lord, I love my horror books. Kind of girl, but I do want to start learning different genres. I want to learn more about readathons. I've never participated in a readathon, but I am planning to participate in a readathon in March. I would like to learn more about people and, interacting with people better across a screen. Kids talking to a camera is so weird, but I can't wait to learn how to get more comfortable with it and how to connect with people through it. So that's pretty much what I'm really excited for. I mean, besides the fact I'm really excited to learn how to fix my lighting, fix my setup, all of that stuff. So yeah. Okay, number 4 is why do I love reading? This is a topic I could talk about all day long. But to simplify it, I love reading for the simple fact when I am reading, every stress, every anxiety, every emotion that has been negative or even positive that day is swept away because I immerse myself in whatever book I am reading, and I just let the characters and the story and the plot take me away. And I think reading is the one form of media above television, music, for me, that actually just fully immerses you in a world. I have anxiety, and it's so incredible when I can leave my anxiety and my worries and my depression and my stress, and I can just leave them for 30 minutes or an hour and join the world of high fae, or join the world of join the world of like a parasitic outbreak. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world to want to join, but you get my point. So it's pretty much in a nutshell why I love reading. I adore just getting lost in a different world and experiencing so much that honestly not a lot of people will ever experience in real life. So this is number 5 is what books or series got you into reading. A lot of people say Harry Potter, and I'm not gonna lie, Harry Potter is up there, but actually Judy Blume and Jack Gantos got me into reading. I actually met Jack Gantos, who wrote the series like Joey Pigza Swallowed a Key. Those books, I met him in elementary school. I believe it was 4th grade at our book fair. And he was so nice, so kind, and I just couldn't not go home and read a book that someone had personally signed for me. So I went home, I read that book, and I devoured the rest of the series. I found Judy Blume. The next book fair, I believe, is when Harry Potter came out, and I grabbed Harry Potter, and honestly, I mean, just looking from there, not including the fact my mother used to read to me every night, Shel Silverstein and Roald Dahl and all of those other people, I think that particular book series and that particular author got me into really, really reading, on my own and enjoying it. So number 6 is what questions would I ask my favorite YouTuber or booktubers? Does it ever get less awkward to talk to a camera? I have to be real, I have a decent shirt on. I fixed my hair, but I'm wearing Ninja Turtle sweatpants. My cat's over here swatting at me. My dog's over here laying on me. My house is sort of a mess, and I'm trying to focus on the camera and talk. I don't know, it's all awkward. So does it ever get less awkward? If not, I'm fine with that. In life, I'm normally just a very awkward person, so I can deal with it, but it would be nice if I could get a little bit more comfortable with it. Besides that, how do you guys have such beautiful bookshelves? I filmed a book haul, and now all of my books are just spread across my fireplace, and I have books on my bookshelf, but I also have so much other clutter. So yeah, pretty much it. How to be less awkward, and how in the world do you have such nice bookshelves that your animals or you do not tear apart. That's my cat Ajani. So 7 is, what do I think the hardest challenges will be starting a booktube channel and how will I overcome them? I'm not a very social person outside of a small circle of friends, and reading is something very personal for me, so sharing it with people I haven't gotten to know yet, it's an odd feeling to do, and like I said, it's all awkward. It's awkward to film, it's awkward to edit, it's awkward to try and sit still for 15 minutes when you're like me and I am hyper AF, but I'm just gonna overcome it because I want to be part of this community and I want to do this, and that's it. Probably sheer force of will and a ton of caffeine. So number 8 is, when did I start reading? I already kind of went over that, but to go a little bit more in depth, I used to read every single night with my mother since I was a tiny child. My mother would get me and my brother, and we would all sit on our bed and read a story. And when me and my brother got a little bit older, we would take turns. I would read a book, then he would read a book, then my mom would read a book. My family has always been so incredibly in love with books. Like, our family outings would be to bookstores, and every Saturday without fail we would go to this one bookstore and we would just, like, we're here. Like, my dad's headed this way, my mom's headed this way, my sister's headed this way, I'm headed this way, my brother's headed that way, and we're there for like 3 hours, and we're like checking out with like stacks of books, like each one of us, and we'd read them through the week, and we would do it all again. And so I started reading very young age. I believe my first chapter book was when I was like 6 or 7, obviously with help, but it's always just kind of been in my blood. So I don't really know an exact date, but if we're talking like literally when I sat down and like read a book with my own eyes, 6 or 7. Okay, so where do I read is number 9. My optimal place to read is this couch over here, which y'all can't see, and my bed upstairs. There are certain things I need to have a perfect and successful reading session. Okay, you ready? A homemade quilt. I make them, so check. My animals, there's 5 of them, so always check. 70s classic rock. I love 70s classic rock. I put it on like a 5 on my Pandora, which is on my TV, and it's just lightly in the background, but it puts me in such like a relaxed, calm mood. Coffee, water, or cocoa with tons of marshmallows, and it's pretty much it. That's kind of where I read, when I read, and how I read. Oh, I read at night, by the way, for the when I read. I'm not a big daytime reader, normally because I'm cleaning or cooking or doing errands, but yeah, it's kind of how I read or when I read. I'd love to hear how you guys read. My fiance can read with the TV on and us watching a movie. I'm not kidding, that drives me insane. Like, I'm fine that he can do it, but there's a part of my brain that's a Virgo and OCD that's like, how are you paying attention and watching the movie? Like, I don't even want to get started with that, but please tell me how you guys read. Am I the only one who can only read with music or silence? I mean, I could read with the TV, but again, Virgo. Number 10 is what kind of books I read. I think I've already covered that. Dystopian, horror. Like, I'm now into thrillers, fantasy, high fantasy. I'll sometimes read survival books, and I really, really, really want to try and get into nonfiction books. There's a memoir I saw on Goodreads that I'm kind of interested in, but I have like a kind of like small select genre I stick to, and I'm hoping this year I can kind of expand that. So, yep. So yeah, anyway, that was my newbie tag. I'll leave the blog in the description where I found all these questions in case you want to look them over. I'm on Goodreads and Instagram if you guys want to friend me. I would love that because I love looking over other people's Goodreads, like TBRs. It's literally like one of my favorite things. I'm seriously a stalker of bookshelves on Goodreads. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you around soon, and please check out a couple of book hauls coming from me soon. Bye.